Women's Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from Lakewood, New York, representing the Acrobatic Academy, sitting at 5'3" official weight of 184 pounds. She is Shannon Rowe! And her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, from Rochester, New York, representing Roman martial arts, standing at 5'7", official weight of 152 pounds. She is Samantha Palella! The referee for this contest is Todd Anderson.
155-pound MMA bout here, Shannon Rowe versus Samantha Palella. Here we go, round one.
Upstart, you're saying Palella. First fight, trying to see what's going on for her. Comes out with that leg kick.
The composure early from Samantha, you could tell, like she's a lot taller fighter and she's getting her range right now with the jab. But we're seeing the leg kick early, but the scrappiness, you know, of Shannon is nothing to be opposed to.
Yeah. She's doing that switch Philly from Shannon.
It's good to see the composure from a debut fighter. Usually you see them scrap immediately. But Samantha is like, we're going to stay where we need to be and go from there. Good leg kick by Samantha.
Right there.
I'm liking the movement here from Shannon, but I need to
establish the
job.
There's already blood on Shannon. There's already blood.
We need to establish the jab more. We can't just move empty here for Shannon. Good right hand by Shannon.
When Shannon goes in, she goes at blitz. She blitzes, right? And that's another blitz right there.
Like I said, when she's scrappy, she's scrappy.
Yeah.
Good exchange there by Shannon.
So when you look at Shannon and her style, she's moving around. She's giving a lot of looks. She's not staying in one spot. So you can't really just go ahead and be like, I'm going to hit you here, hit you there. She's moving around, and then when she goes in, she blitzes. But, you know, she's in a bad spot right now up against the cage. But when she throws back, she throws heavy. It's hard. And, you know, you don't want to be on the end of that.
If we just say lately today, every person that had a face cut in the fight had immediately started doing well striking.
Yeah, they're woken up somehow, some way, right?
I would like to have a little more pressure here from Samantha. Like, obviously, there's some success with the long range, but you're just giving it up right now.
But, I mean, yes and no, right? So she's putting on the pressure or whatever, but Sam is moving in multiple different directions. And then she's getting into these situations. Now we're seeing a good scrap.
The action up here close here at the commentator. 10 seconds here for women.
10 seconds to go right here.
A lot of power from both sides here.
Yeah.
Round down here and your 155-pound MMA belt.
And you can look at this in a couple of different ways. You know, honestly, I felt like Shannon probably had more of the bigger moments because she had more blitzes and she was pushing forward. I think Sam is just kind of getting out there. It's her first time, and she's just kind of feeling out the process and what it is and what that could be for her. But Shannon is being extremely awkward in her style, where she's moving around, she's switching stances, and yeah, it's she's not a sitting target. Only when she gets into these clinching situations.
If I'm the corner here for Samantha, I need some urgency. Like, yeah, there's some success from your striking, but we need to be, hey, there's a finish there for you. Shannon's awkward style could give you a lot of good moments to land, one, your long jab, but also some kicks. You got the length. Let's start using some kicks.
Yeah, but like I said again, because Shannon's moving around in a fashion that she is, it's hard to get that initial contact that you need to go forward.
Second round here in our 155-pound women's MMA novice, Samantha Palella versus Shannon Rowe. And you can see already the switching stances in and out kind of thing, giving Samantha a little bit of problems, like I don't know how to move forward. And honestly, it's as simple as just throwing the jab out there so you can walk forward, but right now she's trying to look for that leg kick. It almost reminds me of her in and out style, kind of like Sean O'Malley when he's playing basketball in the middle of the stage.
I think you hit it right on the head a little earlier. So, DDP, does a lot of that switching the stand stuff. Hit you here, move around, switch, kick, do all this other stuff. It's very awkward. It's something you have to try to prepare for before the matchup.
And then being out of a traditional gym with the Bang Muay Thai specialty out in Ronan, it's not something you see every day. You're so used to your training partners returning kicks, check returns.
Yeah.
Not
and
throwing.
Here's the dirty part of the fight right here. This is where Shannon is getting her wins. Inside that clinch. And it seems like, Samantha Palella is she's trying to go forward, but like I said, it's just weird right now to initiate those attacks. And then you see, boom. As soon as Shannon stops, she's able to go ahead and get a good jab off.
So let's
work
on
Shannon
cutting the cage off, making sure she can stop in better ways. But right now, Samantha's not using a jab to move, so Shannon really still get to do in and out. Once she gets lazy, that's when she gets popped. The way that Shannon wins this fight is staying on this little in and out.
Yeah.
Good right hand there, Russian. Good leg kick. And again, going down to the traditional versus unorthodox thing, she just doesn't know how to return these weird strikes, and you're waiting for the counter. Let's just be more aggressive and just throw them and see if they land.
Yeah.
Seconds left here, round number 2. Good left hand there by Shannon Rowe.
And right now, that's another opportunity that Samantha missed out on right there. Having that clinch, having that tie clinch right there. You got to throw some knees. You got to do something right there in that position to get you some offense off, because you can't get your offense right now while Shannon's moving around like this.
I agree. And having the amateur striking thing, a lot of people want to be in the best position to throw a knee straight from the clinch. There's no such thing as the best position. Throwing a knee first is the best position. Just throw it. I have that round going to Shannon Rowe in the unorthodox style. I think it's working for her. Here we go with this 155-pound women's fight.
Yeah, it may be too love, honestly. It may be too love to Shannon. As I kind of look at it, when you run back the highlights, she's been landing the blitzes and getting inside. But it also could very well be 1-1.
It was a close first round with Samantha not being as active and Shannon not being as active as well. But the exchanges in the first round, Shannon had a lot of.
Yeah.
How that is judged can't dictate this third round, but I have it 2-0.
Shannon does have a bit of a knot over that right eye. We're going to see how that affects her in this round.
Third and final round here, 155-pound MMA women's division. Samantha Palella versus Shannon Rowe. If we are right, I have Shannon 2-0. She might be able to get her first victory tonight if she stays true to her style for these last 3 minutes.
I think, some takeaways, Samantha's going to have about this fight is learning to, have her distance, use her distance, especially against an opponent like this right now, and, cutting off the cage and being able to, and that's a good kick right there. And, she had success with the kicks a little earlier on in the fight, but, got to cut off the cage, have to slow down Shannon. And Shannon's, Shannon throws some heavy hitters.
At the very least, at least set up your kicks. They land, when they land well. But you're not setting up your rear kick and it's missing from this in and out style.
While you're in this spot where somebody's moving around like this, you may get irritated and now you're just chasing. So you're not really trying to set up. That's a good straight right there from Samantha. So you may just be getting irritated and you just want to land something because this person just keeps moving around. Right? So as soon as she stopped, she threw a kick.
A lot more success here from Samantha. But again, the hands have not flown. It's definitely, I'm not seeing a lot of Dutch style Bang Muay Thai. I'm just seeing more stationary empty kicks from a tall stance. Good left hand there from Samantha.
Yeah.
There we go. I wanted the hands to flash. She heard me. Here we go. 1 minute left here in our third and final round of this 155 women's bout. A lot of inactivity from Shannon. She's moving around, but not being that burst brawler as we saw in rounds 1 and 2.
Yeah, but she's doing what she's got to do to try to secure this victory here. And Samantha's being more active right now. And I think she's looking like the one that's winning the round per se.
So it'll come down to that first round and how the judges score that first round.
It may be that. It may be that. We have some blood coming out of the nose of Samantha Palella.
Good right in there. 10 seconds left. And that will do it. 3 rounds down in for your 155 women's MMA. Samantha Palella versus Shannon Rowe. And a very kind of like a chess match striking battle between these two novice women.
Yeah, man, they're just moving around and just, one's not trying to get hit. One's trying to hit and seeing how that's going to work.
And in my opinion, I had 2 rounds to 1 for Shannon Rowe, but it will come down to that first round to see if all judges did secure that first round for Shannon. We will see, but honestly, great showing for both women. It was Samantha's first fight, and first fight vibes. Just get it out of the way and grow from there.
Yeah.
How'd you do round 3? Okay, so did you do 2-1? Did you do 2-1? I was wondering how people were scoring the first round because it was kind of like close. Yeah.
Oh, you hear me now?
And after 3 rounds, we're going to go to the judges' scorecard. Judge A scores the fight 29-28 in favor of Palella. Judge B scores the fight 29-28 in favor of Rowe. And Judge C scores the fight 29-28 for your winner by split decision out of the red corner, Samantha Palella.
Interesting to see the judge's decision there. That means they did give that first round to Samantha. That burst of strikes from Shannon Rowe in the first round didn't mean anything because it was just with 10 seconds. But
yeah, and I think
shows.
in the first round there was a couple moments that Samantha had, especially that drop down over there. It may have looked major. It wasn't a rock, but it was a major moment in that first round.